What's up, YouTube? What's up, Discord? I want to talk today about the Twitter call space that was put on by this individual. I don't know who he is, okay? Mario Nawful, no clue. Not gonna lie. There's some couple of co-hosts in there and what have you. It was about 100,000 people, and Elon was in there. First and foremost, and I hope that this reaches the host and the co-hosts. They said they were reading their DMs. 100,000 people were in the call space, so I think that's going to be a little difficult. Please, if this guy, who is the richest man on planet Earth, is gracing you with his presence to come and taking time out of his day, he's a CEO of multiple companies. There's probably a whole legal process with him just to come and talk in this space, even though he owns Twitter. Please, shut the hell up. You guys were talking over him all, like, nonstop, constantly interrupting him. It was insane. You even had one mod constantly muting him because of the static. I understand why, but she would mute, or he would mute, and then forget to unmute. If you're going to be responsible for trying to keep some decorum, be on top of it. Otherwise, hand it off to someone who knows what they're doing. We all only have so much time in the day. There was 100,000 people in there, and then you've got these hosts trying to make a name for themselves, talking over him, and half the time steering the conversation in a totally non-related way from what he is trying to achieve and accomplish this weekend. He has a clear directive. Why are you talking about Twitter features? And he should do a Tesla space call for earnings and all this other garbage. Honest to God, like the hubris of the mods and the hosts was on another level. Everyone there was there to hear him, not you. If I understand if he's kind of at a loss for words and you want to do some kind of follow-up, great. You had multiple microphones open and on, and people were just chiming in all the time. There is literally a feature that says, like, request to speak. As soon as someone is done talking, just take away their ability to speak. And if they want to speak again, re-enable it. Like, honestly, it was so amateur hour. Like, I don't know what else to say. So, now that I had a little bit of a rant about that, but, like, it's unbelievable. Sorry. I think there will be more. I don't know if it's going to be this guy hosting it or what. I don't know why Elon wouldn't just host it, frankly. Seems like we would get the best connection if he hosted and everybody else joined into him. Maybe he could utilize Starlink or something. I don't know. But yesterday was kind of cringy as well. This Matt Tabai, who obviously now just garnered millions of viewers or followers. Like, I'm pretty sure this was a couple 100,000 yesterday. He was the guy putting out all the tweets, okay, for the expose, I guess, if you will, on the Twitter files. I don't even see it. So he went all the way to 36. I'm going to be honest, I didn't even read past, I think we got 20, 25? Yeah, we got around here. It's more or less, unless you live under a rock, it's more or less stuff we already know if you're awake and cognizant. The amount of government intervention in free speech, free thought, open affairs, it's gotten to all-time high levels, okay? Clearly, this platform for a very long time was a tool of the left, and many exist like it. Fox News, CNBC, MSNBC, CNN, I mean, they're all pretty much like Fox. I guess used to lean right. Uh, Leaning one way when you're a news outlet, it isn't right. It isn't ethical. You're supposed to have no position and report facts to the public. That's what we were told for our whole lives. Thanks to the internet, we have realized over time this has never been the case ever, if ever. Okay? With the invention of radio, propaganda happened. With the invention of television, more propaganda happened. Seeing is believing. Landing on the moon. Even though you've got the astronaut like denying it even happened. Uh, on a late night show, and he's like, when he's like 80, and he's like, I don't care. I've held the secret long enough. And now you have internet, right? And the speed at which information can travel. I can't remember who said it recently, but he was like, they don't even bother to verify anything anymore. It's who can get the story out the fastest, worry about vetting it afterwards. That it used to be, vet a news story. And then you can worry about who's, vet the news story, and then if the facts change, you worry about it at that point. Protect your sources. Now it's just get the story out. We don't care if it's real or not. Like that Kyle Rittenhouse kid, or I don't know, a number of situations. Okay. So, anyways, you're gonna want to follow this guy Matt at MTAIBBI if you want information about. I guess so. Elon's playing chess here with the media and with lawyers and everybody. He's letting this guy leak it. I'm sure he can fund this guy's lawyers or whatever, but Elon ain't leaking anything. This guy is, okay? Said that last night. So this guy just goes on to mention a bunch of different people in the higher-ups, how the left would ask people to cancel accounts, delete tweets. We have as a result of this, okay, we have we have something new happening. We have actually news outlets deleting, I'm trying to find it, deleting their accounts, or sorry, media, people in media. I mean, you could literally be in media and just say you're media now. You don't actually have to be a part of anything anymore. They're trying to erase their history. Let's put it that way. Erasing tweets, blocking people who are fact checking them, or people that take the time to like post multiple tweets from someone's past. They're making sure to block those people, because those are the people that do the work, and the other people we just consume and we follow. So Elon said today a couple things important in the call. Really, the call was like very off track, off the rails. It didn't really have anything to do with Twitter files. He said that free speech is important. He wished he could have bought Twitter earlier. He's only been there a month because people keep like hounding him to do things. He's like, I've been there a month. It's not going to change overnight. He said, fortunately, government is slow to act because people were concerned that they are coming after him. They, or the establishment, the media, whoever, right? So he said they're slow to act. So I guess he's well aware, and that's kind of an omission that, yes, they are. He's subtly saying, yes, this is what's happening. He is saying in order to keep this going and free speech going, which it's kind of ironic, he needs to get Twitter to be less reliant on ads. So you need to sign up for Twitter Blue. Now, unfortunately, you can't sign up for Twitter Blue if you are if you're on Android or PC. You can only sign up on iOS, which is hilarious because Apple is one of the main people who are trying to put a wrench in Twitter. Since he signed on, nothing's happened to Twitter. Twitter hasn't stopped working. It's fine, if not better than ever. The bots have been reduced. He said that there's some false positives, so some people are getting blocked, but that should be within the next week. legitimate people should be unblocked. But why I bring this up is because I was shorting Tesla stock, which isn't a direct attack on Twitter or Elon, but I have just since stopped. Okay, you could make money on it. It's 59 PE. It's ridiculous. It's overpriced. But I need this guy to have as much money as possible to make sure that we have a place where we aren't censored. I've experienced it a lot on YouTube. Other YouTubers are now uploading videos saying they're being censored, they're being demonetized, they're not being paid, all sorts of things, being removed from searches, being removed from recommendeds. I myself, ever since I got political, I've noticed that my views are way down. And you know, trolls are going to go, well, it's because you suck. No, because you can see they have a ton of metrics for visits and views, and everything was like exponential growth for me. And then I started talking about CV-19 and the Biden administration, and it magically started to slip away real quick. Some other people like Salty Cracker, who's a guy I recommend, okay, or JP Spears, or that rapper guy. God, I can't remember his name. Fake woke or whatever. Tom McDonald. Yeah, these guys, okay, these guys are like amazing. I don't know how they managed to stay monetized because I think it's they're benefiting from a situation of they're so famous and popular at this point that they can't be silenced, and it's making Google money. Google owns YouTube. You have to understand. But this guy is hilarious. He blew up over just the last year. Okay, this guy wasn't even on the face of the earth. I don't know why it says I wasn't subscribed to him, because I am. This is the thing. Like, it unsubscribed you to people. See, I was subscribed to him, but I wasn't subscribed to, or wait, I definitely was, okay? And this is the frustrating part. This is the shadow banning and things. They just unsub you and take away your traffic. So these guys are incredible to watch and get information from that's not filtered, okay? That isn't far left-leaning. And I don't have anything wrong with left-leaning people or principles. I don't agree with everything on the right. I'm more of a moderate. But I do have a big problem with censoring. And I just want you to watch this real quick in the background while I talk. So if he wants to get away from being, ball and chained to these big organizations like Apple, why is he? I mean, day one, he should have said, we need to get this thing monetizable to everybody. iOS, Android, PC, Linux, whatever. Whoever's using Twitter, they need to be able to get Twitter Blue. Everyone, why are you waiting on that? You need to get that going. I'm ready to pay you for Twitter Blue, and I don't care. I don't want it. I don't care to verify myself. I really don't. But I do care about being able to have a platform to be able to speak whatever's on my mind. And if you disagree with it, you can hate on me in comments. If you agree with it, awesome. You can like, comment, subscribe. You can upvote. You can downvote if you don't. You can make a rebuttal video and say, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Whatever you want. I want to create that environment and be a part of that environment. I don't want to be a part of the environment like a white paper riot, rally, whatever you want to call it, in the eastern part of the world where they can't speak. You can't speak. Iran, men sticking up for women because they don't believe in this Sharia law BS, which is just some dude made it in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, and now it's like a joke over there. Like, it's insanely extreme. So men are sticking up for them. Soccer players were sticking up for them and wouldn't sing the anthem. And now they're facing literally execution. This is how dangerous things have become. In Canada, they've banned hunting rifles and now all sorts of guns and everything. They've taken away your ability to defend yourself. We're defenseless. So here's an open invitation to Russia or anyone else who wants to use us as a platform to get to the States. Come on down. Our borders are wide open. We are literally defenseless and couldn't do anything. Our military is probably a bit of a laughingstock in compared to others. We're using old equipment. Our people are generally more chill. We're not looking to have wars and stuff. So when it comes to defense, that's not a good thing. You need some gung-ho people ready to lay it down for you. And I realize this kind of has veered off, but it's all part of like what is Elon trying to do? He has a point to make. He's not doing this for fun. He didn't spend $50 billion to just throw out some memes and get sued and to cause a divide. He genuinely wants to see some change. He claims to be for the good, okay, for truth and all this. So, I mean, I don't hear Apple coming out and saying that. I don't hear people from these big companies coming out and standing up for non-marginalized groups. Only marginalized groups, and they get to determine who's marginalized. It's hilarious. Last time I checked, Caucasians are a minority in the world. If you just look at global demographic. So are we marginalized? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I need to be defended or anything. I'm just saying, why is it up to these corporations all of a sudden to determine what is right, what is wrong, and what is just and moral? Like, it's your companies. We buy phones from you. Apple. Bro, you have not made an innovative product since iPhone 1. I short you every week. Some weeks I lose, and other weeks I get hundreds of % on my stock puts because your company is garbage. You have 16 billion shares. You have slave labor, child labor. All your minerals come from the same places where they have those problems. They don't care about the environment or the people. You're beating people in your factories. Where is the outcry from the left? Where is the outcry from your own company when you hear about that? Where's HR? Isn't HR going, sir, we have a problem? I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. So now you have to be at a point where you're betting with your wallet. What are you going to support? And it's like people have already done it to a degree with news and media. They have turned off CNN. They've turned off Fox. They canceled Don Lemon. I dislike him tremendously, and to his own credit, I think it finally worked. I think a light bulb clicked in his head. He got pushed to a morning show, and he's got to get out of bed probably at like 3:30 to get there. Here we go. Yeah, so he's on this talk show. Okay, this beta male right here, ultra beta male. Okay, can you have a C? What is the C in the Greek? Greek for C. Greek letter for C. I don't even know. Alpha, beta, what's next? Greek. If it ain't Charlie, I don't know. Gamma. This guy's a gamma male. He's even worse. Okay? I'm gonna call it. We're gonna coin a new phrase for these ultra cucks. Gamma male right here. Okay? These chicks wouldn't let him get a word in because what he was saying was women get paid less for their soccer than the men because they don't bring in the money, the advertising dollars. It's just a fact. That's how it works. If you are marketable, we will pay you a portion of the money we generate from the sales of our business and advertise with your media. He's trying to be like, look, it's boring even. He straight out said women's basketball is boring. And this chick flipped her wig. She was talking over him, though. He couldn't get a word in edgewise. And this is what I mean. People voted. They got rid of him on nighttime on a nice, perfect slot. The best slot you could get. And he's busting his ass going into this job that he probably hates now. Real early to work with people he probably does not like at all. He doesn't click with these people. These are not his people. I don't even watch this crap. I just saw it randomly as I was going down the rabbit hole with these dumb women soccer players who can't just be happy for the guys. It's got to be about them. So anyways, but it worked, okay? And it turned a light bulb on for this guy. And if you can turn a light bulb on for this guy was the biggest beta for CNN for the last 6 years? 8 years? Okay? I think it started with Anderson Cooper. But he slowly grew tired of their agenda. Anderson used to be an OG gangster reporter. He would go into the thick of it in like Afghanistan, Iraq, and report on scene and crap. Hurricanes, you name it. And then he gave him a desk job and told him to just do as he was told. And I think he did for a while. And over time, he was just like, I'm done with this. So they put it on his shoulders. And I guess they're moving to this guy. I don't know who he appeals to, but he even stands like a gamma male. What is this? Bro, you're a dude. Shoulders up, back out, chest out. Sit up, bro. Like, I'm slouching because I'm just comfortable in my chair, but, you know, you're on mainstream media and you just pluck your eyebrows some more, buddy. That ought to win the male population over. I didn't have an A to Z on this video. I was just going to put it out and see who would find it entertaining personally. But because I kind of want to, I talk about stocks all week, okay? But on the weekends, I think, and what I generally do like to talk more about is politics, elections, global affairs, things like that. That's actually more of my passion than stocks. Trading stocks is great for, making money or losing it. But when I get really heated and get into a good debate, this is what I like. So I would love to see in the comments, I don't know, anything, something of debate me. Throw a comment out there. Agree. If you disagree, if you want to toss some links for some other content that you think maybe I should look into and cover, or you found interesting, whatever, just engage in some way. If you are on iOS and you do support, whether you're left, right, middle, whatever, if you support literally the freedom to say what you want, I think I'm gonna shill for Elon a bit here. Sign up for Twitter Blue. It's $8 a month. Let's do some quick math. There is on average 30.5 days in a month. 26 cents a day, guys. 26 cents. Sign up for Twitter Blue. The second I'm allowed to, I will sign up for Twitter Blue. And support this guy. At least for the time being. I don't know. Throw him a bone. Because he really is going to bat for the population. And that's not just America. That's like anyone around the world, okay? Other than that, I hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. And look forward to seeing some more from him and this space. And this story that's been developing. And again, you might want to follow Salty Cracker. You might want to follow Awaken with JP. You might want to follow Tom McDonald if you are interested in, forego his appearance. This man is highly intelligent, really good businessman. good business acumen, and he speaks like the truth, and he stands up for everybody. He's not he's not mega. He isn't at all. He stands up for everybody. Okay, he's like anti. It's not even anti-establishment. He truly believes that it's not anti-establishment that you should have. It's you should have an establishment that's for the people. Okay, and that would be great for everybody. So that's it. Signing off. Cheers, guys.